Hey, today we're going to be making vanilla extract using spiced rum and whiskey. The recipe that we saw uses 4 to 5 vanilla beans per 8 ounces of liquor. So we have a whole bunch of vanilla that we got at Costco. It was the best price we saw. A package with 2 of these, which is 10 beans, was about $17, $18. At the grocery store, 2 beans was about the same price. You might be able to get it cheaper online, but I have not researched that.
We've never tried this recipe before.
And guess what? It'll take a year before we know if it turned out right.
A lot of people use vodka to infuse their vanilla, which is fine. That's a neutral scent, but not a scent, it's a flavor. It's a neutral flavor. But we figured that adding whiskey or rum gives it a depth of flavor that you wouldn't get. If you're going to make it yourself, make something that you can't buy.
And according to the directions we've seen before, once you make it, you pour off the extract, and then you leave the vanilla beans in there and add more vanilla beans and liquor to the jar, so it continues building a more complex flavor profile.
Let's get to making it, and then we'll do some more talking.
Okay, this container is about 26 ounces, and the first one we're going to do is spiced rum because that's the one closest to us. And it will take 12 vanilla beans, which is 2 of these containers and then an extra 2. I purchased about $50 worth of vanilla for this project.
So hopefully it comes out good. Also, don't get your top shelf booze. You're not going to drink this. You know, you're going to put it in cookies. So the only thing that the booze is serving is it's a lot extra depth of flavor by using something other than vodka. But mainly it's there just to leach the vanilla flavor out of your beans.
I believe that vanilla is related to the orchid.
Yes, it's not related to an orchid. I believe it comes from an orchid. And
a variety of orchid. All I'm doing to these pods is cutting it open like this so that we can get to the flavor inside. I'm going to kind of give them a fold like that.
I don't know.
A fold like this, so that they will remain underneath the level, because when they're full, I'm going to put 24 ounces, 3 cups of the alcohol in here, which will take it up to about here. So I'm just going to give it a little bit of a bend so that it remains underneath the alcohol level.
You could scrape the vanilla out with a knife. Cutting it vertically along the thing there is probably enough.
Yeah, and you want to give this a shake every once in a while.
So, by the way, this stuff smells so good. Oh, yeah. God, it smells so good.
Almost pungent, because you're not just smelling the essence of the vanilla, you're smelling the plant matter of it.
Yeah. So the other thing you can do with vanilla, if you've got beans like this, is you can take them and put them in sugar and make vanilla sugar that way.
I've heard that's a good way to use up leftover vanilla. Or possibly even the outside of the pod after you...
Like if you scrape off the innards for a recipe, you can use the outer pods to make vanilla sugar.
And I'm happy to say this is going faster than I thought.
And you haven't sliced your finger yet, so bonus.
Hey, night is young. Wonder how much 24 ounces of pure vanilla extract would run, because I know it tends to run more expensive.
Yeah, I don't know. I can look it up.
You want to?
I will at some point. Maybe in the editing, maybe not. We'll see how lazy I am. Yeah, I have heard that you don't actually get as much flavor from this as you would if you bought a commercial vanilla extract, but I'm okay with that because we're making something unusual with a different flavor with the spiced rum.
Okay. And I went with a fairly inexpensive spiced rum.
And remember, you're not drinking this.
That's what the rest of the bottle is for. you remove the little spout regulator thing, it pours a lot faster into the measuring cup.
Now, I've also seen a shortcut to this method where you can put them in your pressure cooker. It doesn't impart as much flavor as just thyme, and well, we've got thyme, so might as well do it this way.
It's already coloring the liquid. Oh no, that's rum. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Okay. And I labeled it so that I know it's the rum as opposed to the whiskey.
And then we're just going to put it away.
Actually, I'm going to leave it. I want to leave it where I see it on a regular basis to give it a little swish. 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay. Once again, we got 12.
That cutting board is going to smell amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure next time I do a ground sausage, it'll...
You should make a pie next. You should make like another galette.
Yeah, I might. Okay. While I think of it, check down the date. Just put December 22 on that. That'll give us a good idea of when it was done. Now I'm using a bottom shelf whiskey. That lump of vanilla actually takes up more space than I thought, because I thought it would fill up to about here or so. But I guess 12 vanilla beans actually takes up a nice bit of space. Yeah.
Yeah, pour it over here.
Spice rum definitely smelled better.
There we go.
And we'll leave this in a... We'll leave this where we can see them, and just every once in a while give it a little agitation to keep the vanilla going. I think next time we add vanilla to it, yeah, it'll be less liquid because it will be so much vanilla in there. We'll probably use $45, $50 worth of vanilla between these two. And guess what? It'll take a year before we know if it turned out right.